Welcome to our channel. I hope this video is useful. How to use men con. Men con.
The suffix con is often attached to men words to make them transitive. Of course, we can also have transitive verbs without the suffix con, as we saw in the previous chapters. When a prefix and a suffix are attached to the same base word, we call it a circumfix. Men-con words are primarily verbs, a few are adjectives. They can be grouped according to the meaning that the affixation gives to the base word.
Indicating the transitive.
In many cases, men-con merely indicates that the verbs are transitive. The affixation gives no other meaning except that its presence is required to make the verb well-formed. For example, the verb
melakukan,
do, carry out or commit something, cannot occur without the prefix men and the suffix con. Similarly, the verb
menganjurkan,
suggest, advise, must have the affixes to make sense at all.
anjur,
Does not make sense by itself.
Other examples of con-transitive verbs are listed below.
membandingkan,
To compare.
membayangkan,
To imagine.
membicarakan,
To talk about. Discuss.
memikirkan,
To think about.
mendengarkan,
To listen to.
menerangkan,
To explain.
menterjemahkan,
To translate.
mengabaikan,
To ignore.
mengadakan,
To do, hold an event, a party, meeting.
mengatakan,
To say.
mengenakan,
To wear.
mengerjakan,
To do, homework.
menjelekkan,
To say bad things about someone.
menyalahkan,
To accuse someone of wrongdoing. Note.
Sometimes we find two men verbs with the same base, but one has gone while other does not, and both are transitive. In these cases, the verbs have different meanings.
meminjam,
To borrow.
meminjamkan,
To lend,
mendengar,
To hear.
mendengarkan,
to listen to,
menyewa,
Rent. Hire.
menyewakan,
to rent to someone.
Causative.
The second meaning of men-con is causative, that is, to cause something to be or become what the base word indicates. For example,
membersihkan,
comes from the base word
bersih,
lean. The verb can be translated literally as cause to become clean, but idiomatically as to clean. Here are some other examples of causative men-con verbs. Remember that all of these verbs are transitive.
besar,
Big. Large.
membesarkan,
To enlarge,
dingin,
Cold.
mendinginkan,
to chill or cool something down,
duduk,
Sit.
mendudukan,
to seat someone,
halus,
Smooth.
menghaluskan,
to make smooth,
hidup,
Live. Alive.
menghidupkan,
to turn on, light TV, car,
hijau,
Green.
menghijaukan,
to revegetate,
jatuh,
Fall. Drop.
menjatuhkan,
drop something,
kecil,
Small.
mengecilkan,
to turn down, volume, pants,
keluar,
Come. Go out.
mengeluarkan,
to send or take somebody out,
masuk,
Go in. Enter.
memasukkan,
to put into,
mati,
Die. Dead.
mematikan,
to turn off, light TV, car,
panas,
Hot.
memanaskan,
to heat something up,
rapi,
Neat. Organized.
merapikan,
to tidy up, bed, books,
sederhana,
Simple.
menyederhanakan,
to simplify,
terbang,
Fly.
menerbangkan,
to fly something, to pilot,
tidur,
Sleep.
menidurkan,
to put to sleep.
Benefactive.
The third meaning of men-con often occurs in a sentence with two objects. The first object, which directly follows the verb, is called the primary object, while the second is called the secondary object. In sentences with men gone, the beneficiary appears as the primary object. The secondary object is usually referred to as the patient. Remember that this is a grammatical term and does not mean the same as a patient at a hospital. The patient is the thing that is affected by the action, e.g. being given or transferred. To help you remember which one is here is simple definition of each of these terms. Primary object, object that directly follows the verb. Beneficiary, person who benefits from the action indicated by the verb. In men gone sentences, this is the primary object. Patient, things being affected by the action. In men gone sentences, this is the secondary object.
Ayah membuat kami teh.
Father made us tea.
Ana membelikan ibunya jaket kulit.
Anna bought her mother a leather jacket.
Sets of examples below should further clarify the benefactive use of men gone. Both sentences in each set are transitive, but only the be examples are benefactive.
Sita membuka pintu kamar.
Sita opened the bedroom door.
Sita membukakan ibunya pintu kamar.
Sita opened the bedroom door.
Literally, Sita opened for her mother the door.
Sita opened the door for her mother.
John menulis surat kepada temannya.
John wrote a letter to his friend.
John menuliskan saya surat.
Literally, John wrote a letter for me.
John wrote a letter for me.
Rina membuat ibu kue coklat.
Rina made a chocolate cake.
Rina membuatkan ibu kue coklat.
Rina made a chocolate cake for mother. The benefactive men gone does not, however, always have two objects. When the beneficiary is known or assumed, often it is not mentioned. For example, in the following exchange, the beneficiary is be, but the word
Kamu
is not mentioned. The suffix gone already indicates that the action is done for someone else.
Siapa yang membukakan pintu ketika kamu pulang tadi malam?
Who opened the door for you when you came home last night?
Bapak.
Father. Mentioning the beneficiary, hence mentioning
Kamu
twice as shown below, is often unnecessary.
Siapa yang membukakan kamu pintu ketika kamu pulang tadi malam?
Optional con.
In some cases, verbs with the suffix gone mean the same as those without the suffix. The suffix does not lend any additional meaning to these verbs, so we can use either form. Some of these verbs are
Memberi,
to give,
memberikan,
to give,
mendapat,
to get, obtain,
mendapatkan,
to get, obtain,
mengantar,
to take, accompany someone to a place,
mengantarkan,
to take, accompany someone to a place.
Kepala sekolah memberikan penghargaan kepada murid itu.
The headmistress gave an award to that student.
Ayahnya mendapatkan pekerjaan di Bandung.
Her father got a job in Bandung.
Mereka mengantarkan saya ke bandara.
They took me to the airport.
Undifferentiated men gone and ber.
In very few cases, men gone verbs are used in the same way as ber verbs, that is, intransitively. One example is
Mengatakan,
to say,
berkata.
to say.
Dia mengatakan berkata bahwa dia akan datang ke pesta saya.
She said that she would come to May party.
Contrast between men gone and member gone.
Some verbs suffixed by gone that have the same base have different meanings, depending on whether they have the prefix men or the prefix member.
Melakukan,
To do, carry out or commit something.
memberlakukan,
To put something into effect, for example, sanction, regulation.
memberhentikan,
To sack someone.
menghentikan,
To stop something. Men gone adjectives.
Some men gone words can be adjective as well as verb. These are words primarily to do with emotion or state of mind.
Bingung. Confused. Membingungkan.
To confuse someone.
Confusing. Gembira. Happy, pleased. Menggembirakan.
Make someone happy or pleased, pleasing.
Jengkel. Annoyed.
To annoy someone.
Annoying. Kecewa. Disappointed. Mengecewakan.
To disappoint someone. Disappointing.
Lega. Relieved. Melegakan.
To make someone relieved. Cause for relief.
Prihatin. Concern. Memprihatinkan.
To make someone concern. Cause for concern worrisome.
Ragu. In doubt. Meragukan.
To doubt some or something. Cause for doubt.
Sedih. Sad. Menyedihkan.
To make someone sad, sadden. Saddening, pitiful.
Senang. Glad. Menyenangkan.
To make someone glad. Pleasing, exiting.
Note: a few Mengan words are either adjectives or verbs, not both.
Menggiurkan.
Adjective only enticing, tempting.
Memarahkan.
Causative verb only to make someone angry, irritate.
Summary:
Mengan words are primarily transitive verbs. They can have calisative or benefactive meaning. Sometimes the suffix gan is optional. In very few cases, Mengan verbs mean the same as their corresponding verbs. Verbs affixed with Mengan have different meanings than those affixed with Memergan. Some Mengan words are adjectives as well as verbs. A few Mengan words are either adjectives or verbs, not both.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.